Hey guys, this is just a quick progress update. So I'm going over the numbers. This is since starting point till now about $135 so far, and on eBay I think it was roughly $9 or thereabouts, maybe $10. So far about 140, roughly $145 so far. The expenses have been fairly minimal. It's I think under $10, something like that. So just wanted to quickly review how things are going. I was freaking out yesterday, I believe, when I found out, or the day before when I found out that basically all my Minecraft products and all the other products are going to be pulled. Eventually, it's just a matter of time. So for now, I decided to just kind of lean on my Minecraft products while they're there, just kind of do a couple remixes of them and just kind of make sure that I'm getting some money from that. These are the first two. So I'm trying to, of course, wean myself off of Minecraft. I don't want to rely on something that's completely unreliable and risky like that. So I'm moving into kind of standardized product development, and I'm creating a factory. And these are my first two factory products. It's just a happy birthday banner. And I'm going to create a lot of different diversity and different types of other products for the marketplace. And I really want to get away from just leaning too heavily on, like I said, on other brands that are risky. So that's what I'm doing now. Just the good news so far. I mean, it has been rough, very rough, but the good news is, okay, so it's currently May 28th, so it's approximately 31 days or so, or maybe 30, yeah, 31 days. So it's been about a month. The 27th of April, now it's the 28th of May, so it's been about a month. I made 38 sales total, and like it showed here, about 135 or $145 for the month. It's way under my expectations, but it's not exactly zero, and I shouldn't probably be complaining. It's a few dollars. It's probably just going to keep improving from here. I definitely need to move on to better, less risky products, and I've kind of learned my lesson there. So now I just want to show you how my factory process and my team works. So here's my team and factory. Now, just to be clear, I don't hire humans. These are human names to make it feel more human and a little bit easier to visualize and manage. So each one of these is actually a server or a bot or a script. In this case, the expert sales guru is Etsy or eBay or Amazon. This is the person or the one responsible for the sales. So basically, the idea is to get it into the marketplace and have sales. And so the sales are taken care of pretty much automatically as long as I've got that taken care of. But let's start at the beginning. So it starts with Rachel Research. She analyzes supply and demand, new trends, and what drives sales. She sends her information to Peter, Product Manager, who connects the research to product development and quality control. And he's basically feeding and coordinating this information from Rachel to these three main bots or team members. So first of all, let's start with Sharon over here. So Sharon is the shape designer. She does some research, basically analyzing this research coming in, and then mostly designs primitive patterns, different primitive shapes that might be popular, whether it's anchors or not for nautical designs or different stripe patterns or whatever, but basically just basic kind of shape patterns and designs, just really basic stuff that can be fed to Larry, the layout designer, who's going to lay it all out into products. Cal is a color coordinator. He'll do some research looking at different color schemes and things that might be appropriate for the various target markets. He'll be making sure that the color palettes are trendy, and he sends that off to our layout designer, Larry, as well. So some of this is obviously happening by me. I'm doing a lot of this manually right now. These are going to be replaced by scripts eventually that are going to be handling this. There's a lot of ways to, for example, automate grabbing color information from images and grabbing shape information from various sources and images and things like that, and compiling them and making them unique and copyright free and creative enough to be my own, and then that can get fed into our product development pipeline. So Keith is the keyword expert. He provides keyword diversity so that we're targeting a wide audience. He also wants to ensure that we're getting high profit keywords, not just low ones. He also assembles written content for Hannah, who's going to be putting all the products together. So basically the information for design is coming through Cal and Sharon, and then that gets sent to Larry, the layout designer. Takes concepts from Sharon and Cal, composes the product layouts with colors and shapes. So he's the one that's actually going to be putting together the designs in a cohesive format, and those are actually going to be basically just templates that he fills out that I'll be basically working on. It doesn't show me in here, but I'm working on templates for now that Larry will be filling out using this information. And then he sends it to Preston, Presentation Manager. So this is a little bit different than Larry. He actually takes what Larry makes and puts it into a way that looks very presentable. So he presents products in unique and beautiful ways. So he needs to make it look really good and make the final product look more custom and handmade than templated. So to do that, to make it look more custom, each product can't look like all the other products in our shop. So he will randomize and shuffle things up and make things look kind of unique and fancy and handmade. And it's sort of a little bit of a randomization script and templates as well, similar to Larry, but his job is for presentation, while Larry is actually the product itself. Okay, so that gets sent to Hannah, and Hannah is basically the one responsible for getting it into the marketplace. So she'll send the finished products to the sales team up at Etsy and eBay. She'll be uploading images and data entry, basically. So that's pretty much it. There's one other big part of it. Once it's in the marketplace, we need Ollie, who's the optimization expert, who will be monitoring live shop performance and improve titles and keywords based on shop performance, and do A/B testing. So A/B testing is basically maybe 2 different variations of a product will be tested in a marketplace, and he'll be looking at which one actually succeeds, and then he'll be eventually feeding that information back into our market to optimize it and make sure we have a high amount of sales. So once that's happening, the product pipeline is essential. It needs to be high quality products. So this stage and this stage and this stage, really important to me, color as well, but all of these stages are really important. We need to know what we're creating, and then we need to create it properly so that it looks good. And then over here, all of these steps to get it into the marketplace properly and optimize it so that we have sales. And then the sales come in, and then the customers will be buying products. And basically that information will be automatically sent back to Rachel so that she has information about what needs to be changing and what's in supply and demand and things like that, who can feed it to Peter and bring it back into the product development cycle. So all of this, like, it's not all completely automated, but Rachel is basically automated right now, and Larry is somewhat automated, and some of these other stages are a tiny bit automated. Like this is obviously fully automated. Etsy and eBay. eBay is almost automated. I have to work another script on there just to make sure that it's going to be sending out products automatically to the buyers. But basically this is the whole system, and this is the strategy. So with these bots in place, the advantage is huge. Rachel will be working 24/7. Peter will be working 24/7. None of them will require extended pay. None of them will get sick. None of them will have any real human needs, overtime pay or anything quite like that. Each one is actually a $5 a month server. So it's just a geeky Linux server, but each script is going to be running on its own individual server so that they can have enough resources to complete their jobs and kind of work independent of one another. So right now we actually just have Rachel and Larry mostly working on one single server, but as the funds come in, I'll split them up into their own servers and then work on getting each one of these scripts a little bit more optimized. So that's the main cycle. Where I'm at right now, the biggest bottlenecks, I believe, is quality and product, basically production. So in this area is where I'm going to be focusing for now. I do need to scale up on products, and so we need to get Larry and Preston and Hannah all working very hard to get those initial products. I'll be filling in probably these roles for now, and then later once money comes in, I can start focusing on making scripts for each one of these, and then we can feed that back through, and pretty soon, I mean, I'm hoping to get all of this pretty much automated so we have bots running at each department, and I won't need to really pay employee salaries or anything. And this is kind of awesome to me. I've been spending over $10,000 a month on my previous business on different fees, and that's with outsourcing to India and Philippines and all sorts of things. And I love people and everything. I have nothing against them, but I think people should do what people are best at, rather than becoming factory robots pretty much. And so factory robots are really good at this, and each one of these can be responsible for each stage very reliably, producing products. So that's the plan. And I'll get back to you later once I have this working a little bit better and I can report back here. Thanks, guys. Bye now.